Welcome to Five Out, a Ball Knowers podcast. My name is Graham Dinas. I am going to be running the point today. We've got Austin Harrelson once again joining us, Sankit Patel, Lance Thomas, and Jake Hickson, all recurring guests on the podcast, making all at least their second appearance. Lance, this is your third, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and then Austin's been on all but one. I think Sonny, you've done four now. So
Yeah, it's somewhere up there.
I've been on all of them. We'll see if I'm on next week as well. I keep saying, hey, let's get new guys in, and then I end up doing the podcast anyway. That's besides the point. We've got a lot to talk about today. We're going to do some MLB playoff implications. We're down to the last weekend of the regular season, and there's some playoff scenarios that we're going to look at, and some clinching scenarios. Then we're going to talk a little bit of Ryder Cup, which I'm really excited about. Sonny's here to talk Ryder Cup with me. I've been only watching golf for the last 28 hours. And then we're going to talk college football because this is one of the best slates of college football ever, I would say. So we're going to spend a lot of time talking about that. But before we get into that, just want to remind everyone, links to all our socials are in the description below. Make sure to like the video, subscribe, comment, share with your friends, etc. All that good stuff. Yeah, I think that's all.
Yeah, I think you hammered it.
I think you guys get it. We've done the same thing.
Yeah.
Bingo.
Yeah, dude. There's gonna be a point where the intro's not needed anymore, and
Yeah.
you just jump in.
It's always nice to shout out the socials, though. Give
Right.
A little boost. Follow us on Twitter. I will say that. We're going to start tweeting more, I think.
Twitter.
And Instagram, obviously. All right, so let's start with baseball because we've got some baseball guys on the pod today. The regular season is drawing to a conclusion. And at this time, about a week ago, we thought that the playoff picture, not that it had been all but sealed up, but we had a fairly good idea of the 12 teams that we were going to see in the playoffs. And then the Mets have continued their collapse. And on the other end of the spectrum, the Cleveland Guardians have come out and just dominated for the last week. And a lot of people thought that it was going to be the Tigers that were going to be on the outside looking in because they're struggling down the stretch. But the Tigers are looking okay because the Houston Astros on the other side are
ass.
they're a game behind now. They're only 10 games above 500. And they're a game back of Detroit. And I believe Detroit probably has that tiebreaker. So,
Yeah.
so we're going to pull up via Fangraphs the odds for the playoff race right now. Obviously, what? So there's the Red Sox clinched last night.
Mm-hmm.
So we have 10 teams that have clinched.
Yeah,
If
I
I'm
think that there's
thinking
all
correctly?
but the last
maybe 9.
wild card spots haven't been clinched.
So the Mariners
I
clinched the
know.
AL West. We saw that. They swept the Astros earlier this week. The Mariners, on Fangraphs now, I believe, are going to be the World Series favorite. They've got a 17. Fangraphs loves the Mariners.
They're the World Series favorite?
It's crazy.
17.2% chance.
That's
See, you got the
crazy.
Dodgers at
Big dumper.
13.7. The Phillies at
Big
13.5.
dumper.
It's the Mariners.
Because
they got
The
the
Mariners have the
Yankees
most momentum.
They have a
Yeah,
ton
the
of momentum.
Mariners have the best arms by far. Like, not even
They're-
close.
They're 1 through 3 in any rotation. You're in a wild card series, which they're probably not even going to plan. But in like a 7-game series, you're going to see Logan Gilbert, Brian Wu, and George Kirby.
I think
At
I
least
think
like 6 of the 7 games.
Fangraphs is probably going off the philosophy of the Nationals that one year when they won the World Series. Like they were the team that was outside
Yeah.
looking in, but they had dominant fucking arms. So
Well, the thing
Yeah.
with,
and
with
they
Seattle,
just ran through.
I mean, Seattle's still in play for the 1 seed in the American League. Like I guess they're 2 games back of the Yankees and Blue Jays.
Right,
maybe they-
but I
they
mean,
can't get the 1 seed.
yeah, but also, I think the Nationals also got really hot in September that year, and just had the momentum, and because I'm pretty sure they were out of it back in like June and July during that season.
They started that
Uh,
year They were what, 12 games under? They're
Yeah.
like 19 and 31.
But they had
From that point
they
on,
had
they just rolled.
Scherzer and Strasburg that just carried them, man. And Soto, of course, but
And that team, that Nationals team, very deep lineup as well. Kind of the
That
same
team
deal with
is
the
so much
Seattle.
better than the 2025 Seattle Mariners. It's like,
I don't know if that's true.
that's
I'm
cap.
gonna-
I don't.
I mean, Cal Raleigh is potential
I don't
AL
know,
MVP. At the very
Okay.
least, he's the runner-up.
Yeah.
You've got Eugenio Suarez.
It's just
Julio
dude
Rodriguez.
with baseball. Yeah, with baseball, like you can't predict it. Like as Rubel Cabrera was going off in the playoffs for the Nationals. Like
I mean,
you
Howie
how
Kendrick
do
was
you
the best
predict
player
that?
in the National League.
Yeah, how do you predict that?
That's-
shit? So
That's the thing, like, and they only have a 17% chance to win it. So, like, it's not like they're overwhelming favorites by any means.
Yeah.
I don't know
Yeah.
what the gambling odds are, but that's what Fangraphs has,
I know.
and I tend to believe Fangraphs. when
I
look
I
at
know
some
for a
of
long time the Tigers were the favorites to come out of the American League,
Well,
and now
they
they
aren't
might not even
anymore.
make the playoffs. Yeah.
They've still
Insane.
got, so according to Fangraphs, they've still got a 91% chance to get in. They have a game lead over Houston. They'd have to lose both. The Guardians look like they're likely in. But it's the Astros at 16.1% that are on the outside looking in.
Damn.
So, a lot to look forward to in the AL this week. And then over here in the NL, we've already locked in Cubs and Padres in a
Yes, sir.
wild card series. The Cubs have still not clinched home field in that series, but they have a two-game lead. All they have to do
you better get that Sunkit.
All they have to
Yeah,
do
we're
is,
working on
is
that.
get one win. All they have to do is get one win over the Cardinals this weekend, and they'll clinch
That's
it.
gonna be
Or
easy.
a Padres.
I don't
loss.
know, man.
Did you not
Sonny,
see the
let's
ass
get-
whooping yesterday?
You played against Miles Michaels. Of course, there's going to be an ass whipping.
No, he's actually.
Oh.
I mean, and
I don't-
can
how is he
confidently
still-
say it now. He's actually one of the worst.
Because he's getting
pitchers.
paid
He's
like
72.
he's getting
Outside
paid
of-
like over 10 mil this year to be a
Michaels
starter.
would get shelled by an 8U team.
I mean,
I don't think that's. I think that's probably not true.
I think it is. You know that big kid who was hitting dingers when he was 12 and a little
Big Al?
Yeah, Boog Powell,
He'd fucking
Powell.
take Michael as
Yeah,
450 off the fucking dome.
big Boog Powell, man.
The last
Dude,
wild
pal.
card spot is available. We'll get back to Cubs Padres, but last wild card spot still on the table. The Mets and the Reds are tied at 82 and 78 for the last wild card spot, which we talked about last week. How there's some deflation in records because you let more teams in. But the Reds have the tiebreaker against the Mets, so the Mets do not control their own destiny. And if the Reds win out this weekend, they will get the last NL wild card spot. I guess, yeah, Sonny, let's get your thoughts on the Cubs from this past week. Obviously, yesterday was fortuitous, but
Yeah, yesterday was.
What else
I
have you
mean,
seen?
like, the first game against the Mets, that was brutal. When you take a 6-run lead and still end up losing the game, that was. And we didn't. Then we do it again the next day, which I got deja vu thinking we were gonna blow that too. So it's not a ideal lock for us, honestly, because our pitching is terrible. I mean, we've seen it. Everybody's seen it. Here's the question: is who's pitching against the Padres for Game 1? So is it going to be Cade
Steele?
Horton?
Horton,
No, Steele's out for the season.
yeah,
so
Imanaga. It's either
Is it going to be Imanaga? Is it going to be Cade Horton?
Horton.
I mean,
Cade Horton,
Who's your-
Oklahoma legend.
Who's your third starter?
uh,
Matt Boyd? It's going to be Boyd.
Yeah, it'd be
right?
Boyd. Yeah, I mean, Boyd was unreal before the All-Star break, but I mean, he's still
He's
good,
really Boyd.
but like.
at the end of the
I-
day.
I mean, we don't have anybody that's going to go out there and throw a guaranteed lights out game.
That,
You
and
know.
then there's no one in that Cubs bullpen that
Oh.
strikes the fear in the hearts of an opposing lineup. Like, you don't
Daniel
have that.
Valencia, duh.
Daniel, I mean, like, I think he's been good. Like, he's made a name for himself, and he's better than, like, I feel like anyone thought he would be coming into this year. But at the same
Oh.
time, like, he's not Aroldis Chapman.
Aroldis Chapman is unreal this year.
He's
And
been so good this year. I mean, like, going back to 2016, like, he's not
Yeah.
that
He's going to
caliber
get
of guy.
MVP votes. Actually, no, he's not.
He might.
He's gonna get
I think
he'll get like top
Let's
five.
stop with the bar.
He'll get like top five votes.
I don't know if he's top 5, but someone will put him in their top 5.
Oh yeah,
He'll be
yeah,
top
that's what I'm
15.
saying. He's
He's
not
gonna be Red
gonna
Sox
get
fan.
he's not gonna get number 1 votes, but
Has he given up single-digit hits since the All-Star break?
No, I think he gave up like 2 hits just in the past 2 weeks.
Well, I mean, 2 hits and 2. I mean, a hit a week since the All-Star break. That's probably about 14. And
I mean, I don't.
so here are the clinching scenarios that can take place today. The Blue Jays and the Yankees are tied, but the Blue Jays have the tiebreaker for the number 1 overall seed. So if the Blue Jays win today and the Yankees lose, they will get the number 1 overall seed in the AL. If not, the Yankees need to finish with a better record.
that's huge.
Um,
That's so because the Red Sox are waiting.
and that
The Red Sox
series
are
is
waiting
going
on
to be
that, on that loser. Yep.
it's going to be we're going to more than likely have an entirely AL East part of the bracket. You're going to have a Yankees Red Sox or Blue Jays Red Sox wild card series, and then the Yankees or the Blue Jays, whoever gets the 1 seed, is going to be waiting for the ALDS. That's going to be electric. And then the Guardians have assumed the tiebreaker over Detroit. So they can win the AL Central today with a win and a Detroit loss. But they're tied, so they need both. But both the Tigers and the Guardians can clinch their playoff spots if they win or if the Astros lose. The Astros cannot lose for the rest of the way out if they want in. Which is, I think, really interesting because I still feel like in the AL, the Astros are the team that I'd be the most afraid of in a playoff situation. Obviously, I think the Yankees have a better lineup, but I don't trust the arms quite as much with the Yankees. And obviously, the Astros have done it. We've seen them win 2 titles in the past 10 years. The Yankees haven't won anything in October, and I mean, I guess they went to the World Series last year, but they didn't impose a threat on the Dodgers. The Reds, if they win today and the Mets lose, will clinch. Your Brewers can clinch the number 1 seed with a win or a Phillies loss. They just need one of them because they've got the game lead and the tiebreaker. And then, like I mentioned, the Cubs clinch their home field if they win or if the Padres lose. So that's what to watch for today. But yeah, we're getting down the home stretch, and
Reds.
I think we'll probably
Watch the Reds,
fall off
too.
even more though.
say that again, Sonny.
Are the Detroit Tigers gonna fall off even more? They're
That's-
1-9 in the last 10 starts.
And it's been like I think they're probably 1-12 in their last 13. Like that's
They're
Dude, that's the
bad.
thing. That's the thing with Detroit. When I went to the Twins versus Detroit game, I looked at this lineup and I was like, "This Tigers lineup is ass. How are they so good?"
the name. They don't have any names that really jump out
No.
at you. Like
Well, wasn't
Torkelson is
Baez?
good.
Baez was going off at the beginning.
Now
he's
he's
not.
bad.
He was an all-star.
He's had a
Right.
very rough.
Ass,
Classic Baez,
ass
he
all over the
sucks.
place.
I mean, that's yeah.
But like Torkelson's been really good. Riley Green's hitting for a lot of power. But outside of that, like,
Yeah,
It's
that's
not-
what I was saying. Outside of those
it's-
two names, I was like, "Who the hell are these people?"
and Skubal is going to get you 2 wins in a playoff series. Maybe not a
Well,
wild card series.
Not recently. Skubal's been struggling.
But Cleveland owns him is the issue. Like,
Yeah.
we've seen that now. Cleveland is the kryptonite to Tarek Skubal, who's going to win the Cy Young again. Right?
Which is
We don't think
which
Crochet
is-
has any chance.
Yeah, I
Crochet
think
definitely. I think Crochet has a fighting chance. He's over 200 innings now, so he's over 200 innings. What? He's got like a 2.4.
Crochet's numbers are better than Skubal, but I think Skubal is just it comes down to the votes too.
Let's
Yeah.
give it to
From what I've
Crochet.
seen, so the Red Sox have clinched. So my guess is Crochet's probably not going to pitch until the playoffs.
Yeah.
So he's locked in. Skubal, if they don't clinch today, I believe could come back tomorrow and throw on short rest if they need him in a win or out situation. So
Speaking of
that
Cy
would be
Youngs,
a chance to boost his numbers.
speaking of
Yes,
Cy
sir.
Youngs, please tell me you guys saw Livy Dunn's dirty pits.
Oh,
Please tell me you saw that.
I mean,
That
They got
was
sent to a group chat.
electric.
Yeah.
Dirty
Oh
bit Libby
my
Judge.
god.
She took it like a champ.
Is that on the
With the,
spreadsheet? Or?
Her response on Twitter was like, "You'd look the
I
same
just added it
if
to
you,
the
were
spreadsheet.
if you were a Pirates fan." You want me to- Did you add it?
No, I didn't add it. I just it came up when you brought up Cy Young. I thought of
can-
it, and
I can look that up, but yeah,
That was
Paul
amazing.
Skeens going to be. Let's talk MVP because Cal Raleigh just hit his 60th home run. We're 15
gonna be
minutes
Cal
in
Raleigh.
talking to baseball. We haven't mentioned that yet.
It's gonna be.
But Aaron Judge statistically
The
has had a
Judge,
much better
bro.
season. So
okay.
I'm willing to entertain all arguments here. I still have not. If I was a voter, I'd still be undecided.
I mean, we've seen Aaron Judge do this. I mean, I
Hey,
feel like it's expected out of him at this rate.
You think? Are you feeling that there's going to be some voter fatigue and people are going to
Yes.
vote for Cal Raleigh
Oh,
because of the better
easily.
story?
I think Cal Raleigh's the MVP though.
I will
mean,
say, as much as like the offensive numbers are not nearly as good as Judge's, but on the
he's
defensive
got
side
60
of the ball,
home runs
he's catching. Well, he's hitting. He's
as a
hitting below-
catcher.
His
And a
OPS is,
switcher.
is sitting right around 1,000, and Judge's is like 1,250. Like Judge is dominating. Like Judge is having a late 2000s Pujols type of year, like a Barry, like not quite Barry Bonds, but like a light Barry Bonds type of year.
Are we checking him? Is he juicing?
Fuck, Judge isn't
He's
crouched
huge.
down for
Huge.
3 hours.
Dude's just 6'8",
That's the thing.
290 and shit.
it's just
Is Cal
giant.
Raleigh? He's doing it all while catching, and he's a good defensive catcher too.
Yeah.
So you've got that side of it.
Don't care. Don't give a
Okay.
rat's ass.
Yeah.
He's
Dude, oh my gosh, this pisses me off so much. Judge is significantly better than Cal
he
Raleigh.
is. The numbers are significantly better.
I literally do not care. Oh, Cal Raleigh this on defense. I don't care. I literally don't care.
Well, add in the
Yeah,
fact
Judge,
the
please.
Yankees,
Sorry,
the Yankees are going to meet expectations when it comes to their projections for preseason. The Mariners are significantly better than we thought they would be. Do we think Cal Raleigh is more valuable than Aaron Judge?
No,
That Yankees
it-
lineup,
and it's
Absolutely
not even
not.
close,
No.
bro.
I don't
It's
know.
not even close.
Jake and I were
No,
talking
dude.
about Giancarlo
think he's
Stanton
more-
last night.
I think Cal Raleigh's more valuable. That
I
lineup
think-
in Seattle is a lot less deep than that lineup in New York.
I think you can.
Yeah.
Seattle's
New
a
York
deep
still
lineup.
makes
All right, let's take Judge.
New York
okay?
makes the playoffs without Judge.
When you watch the Yankees play without Aaron Judge, they look horrible when Aaron Judge doesn't play.
That is
Yeah.
You
their
probably say the
captain.
same thing about Seattle, but Cal Raleigh
Yeah.
never not like Cal Raleigh plays every day, so
Yes,
even when he's not
but
catching,
Aaron
he's
Judge is
DHing.
better. So like,
I think
the
I
Yankees, honestly, the Yankees are probably better defensively when Judge is not playing. So there's that. But
he's been dealing with injuries too, which is like that's Aaron Judge has been a good defender in his career. This year he hasn't been as good as he has been in the past because of injuries. But if you like the issue with Judge is you have to play him in the field because you can't play you can't put Stanton out there. You just can't do it. So
no.
a lot to watch for in baseball this week, and then playoffs we'll be talking about wild card outcomes at this time next week. Like that series will be done. So we'll be into the divisionals at that point. So very interesting stuff. All right, Sonny has been emoting as we've been talking baseball. He's watching the Ryder Cup very closely. I'm watching it
yes.
semi-closely. Scotty just hit an incredible iron shot
What a shot
Within-
by Scotty.
within 3 feet of the pin. Let's go back to yesterday, where
Oh God.
so we talked about the Ryder Cup. What was that? Maybe a month ago, whenever the U.S.
Yes.
announced their roster
Yes.
with Matt. And we looked at that roster and we said this team doesn't have a chance. They
No.
are not nearly as talented as the Europeans.
Yes.
And then all I've heard since that week was how important home field advantage is. Like how important the fans are to this event.
They're
And,
not.
and the U.S. was favored going into it. They were like
Yes.
1.5 favorites if you looked at the line.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
And then everything that I thought as like a blind observer before knowing anything about the Ryder Cup was just proven true, which is Europe has better golfers and they came
Oh,
out
they-
Friday morning and
Yeah.
just dominated.
They're lights out,
foursome
and
strategy.
like I've seen, the crowd was supposed to be a huge factor, and they've yet to be like even touch anything. They haven't been chirping, they haven't done anything, and we expected this New York crowd. Holy crap! What a shot!
Yeah, Hovland just matched Scotty's.
Wow.
Maybe a
Okay.
foot further away from the pin.
Yes.
That's been the story of the entire
yes.
weekend so far. Is every
Yes.
time the U.S. makes a good shot to put themselves in position to gain a hole,
Yeah.
Europe just answers
countering
right back.
Yeah, instantly. And another thing is, U.S. can't make a putt.
No, Europe
Like,
has
yeah-
been stone cold with their putts, and
Yes,
the
and-
U.S. has just been average.
I
So maybe slightly
watching
below.
yesterday, I think we would have had, I think we would be at least maybe down one, maybe two. Like, I mean, if we could lay a putt down yesterday. I mean, I watched JJ Spawn miss a less than 5-footer yesterday. I mean, we're missing putts that, these guys are making normally on a regular PGA tour, like just regular Saturday afternoon, and they're just missing these. I mean,
Patrick
Scotty's
Cantlay.
not.
Patrick Cantlay has been pretty ice cold throughout this entire event, but I don't remember which hole, on the back nine of
Yes.
the four balls match yesterday afternoon, he had a chance to hit like a 4-foot putt to
Yes.
take a stroke lead or a
Yes.
hole lead over Rory, who's been dominant in this event, and it lips out. And that was kind of the story of yesterday afternoon was
Yeah.
like the U.S. takes a half in that pairing, which I
We
think they
should
would
have had a
taken
full
going
point
in,
there.
but they should have had a full point. And
We
that's a
should have
missed
had a full
opportunity.
point there. Yes, that's a huge missed opportunity because today, I mean, this matchup, McIlroy and Fleetwood is
They're unbeatable.
They're unbeatable. They're 3 up right now. We just gained a point on them, but there's no point of this. That matchup, I don't know what Keegan was thinking there. I mean-
So before we get into the foursomes pairings, I want to talk about just that pairing of Rory and Fleetwood. I've been fascinated by
Yes.
because as someone who I don't think I've ever watched a Ryder Cup stroke before this year. I've been a golf fan, but the Ryder Cup is, like I said, we've got a loaded college football slate today. That's something I would have been more interested in. But like the alt shot format is very appealing to me because you get to see golfers play with each other in a team type setting, which you don't
Oh,
see very
yeah.
often.
Yeah.
And like there's a ton of data that goes into this. As an analytics guy myself, I'm like fascinated. Like I want to learn more about what type of data Keegan Bradley's getting and the vice captains are getting to set up these pairings. But with alt shot, you're typically not playing quite as well as you would on your own because you have other guys hitting shots for you that may not match your strengths.
Yeah.
When you combine Rory McIlroy and Tommy Fleetwood, that's the best golfer ever. Like those
It's
two playing
unreal.
together is better than anyone can be on their own, which is fascinating to me.
I mean, Rory can drive, however far he wants, 350 down the fairway, and then
And
here
he's
comes
great on the
Fleetwood
greens.
yeah, and then here comes Fleetwood just putting it 2 feet from the pin, so Rory doesn't
That's-
even have to read a putt.
You've got Rory, Rory off the tee box is unbelievable. Fleetwood in the fairway, unbelievable, and then Rory on the green, unbelievable. Like that's the best golfer ever.
Yeah,
Um,
Rory is unbelievable, and then he's just getting paired with Fleetwood, and then on top of what would have been even like if he wants lights out, which I mean that's smart on them part, is Rory and John Rahm today. Rahm has been unbelievable this tournament.
John Rahm's been great. We're gonna let's show the chip. He hit this about maybe an hour and a half ago.
It is
This is one of
unreal.
the hardest golf shots I've ever seen. Nick Faldo's calling it a 10 out of 10, which we'll get to the coverage of the Ryder Cup as well. But watch this chip.
Oh, it doesn't get tougher than this. It's sitting down. He's not got a stance. Down the grip. No
He's like
green.
swinging at his belt.
Yeah.
It's like an outside fastball.
He
And then
can do the undreamable dreams.
He's been lights out. He's been nailing putts. He's been putting them like less than 10 feet from the pin each time. I mean, and then he's just doing that. Like I honestly thought we gained a point there because we were on the green. Like we
Yeah.
had a better lie there.
and who Xander, I think I mean it was a similar shot and he like barely missed it.
Oh yeah,
Like-
Xander put it really close, but that's not a shot that you expect anybody to make, and he just goes out and does it like it was nothing.
Yeah, and like there was never a doubt. Like it was always
Yeah.
going in.
Yes.
One thing, so let's talk about the coverage on USA yesterday. It was a nightmare. There's a tweet I saw.
Yeah.
Someone was talking about how they're in the like noon to 1 p.m. slate. There was like a commercial every 7 minutes, either the playing through or
Yes.
or just a full-on commercial break.
Yep.
And they were missing golf shots. Like they'd be like, a few moments
Oh, wow.
ago, Rory hit this putt for birdie.
Yeah.
And it's like, there's only 8 golfers out there. How are you missing shots?
Exactly. No, I agree with that. And so like for me, I have 3 different screens going, so I wasn't missing that. But I mean, Peacock's covering one, USA's covering one. We got NBC also covering one. I mean, how are we missing? We have like 4 different broadcasts yesterday, and how are they missing people golfing? Like, how are we missing this?
There's very few players on the course. Like they shouldn't miss.
They shouldn't be
Anything.
missing anything. Like,
Here, I have the tweet pulled up with the. Here we go. Someone tweeted, yeah. Here are all the commercial breaks yesterday this is Eastern time, from 12:30 to 1:40. 7 commercial
Right.
breaks.
so that is ridiculous.
It's unbelievable. Bryson just got us a point back.
Yes,
Bryson and Cam Young. Cam Young playing incredible golf. So
Bri-
shout out.
Cam Young bailed Bryson out today. I think quite a bit.
And Bryson's
Today-
played fairly well, but he was putting, as in any foursome format, it's going to be tough kind of playing with Bryson because he's playing a different style of golf as everyone else. He's a hard partner. But Cam
yes.
Young was incredible yesterday afternoon and then incredible again this morning. I want to talk about the Harris English Colin Morikawa pairing that yesterday, like we mentioned how good Rory and Tommy were together. And they match up against Harris English and Colin Morikawa, which according to Data Golf, which on Twitter I'm seeing is pretty unilaterally believed to be a reputable source for golf information.
Yeah.
They ranked all 132 possible pairings that the U.S. could have sent out for foursomes. And Colin and Harris English was number 132 out of 132. The worst possible combination. So they go out, they get waxed by Rory and Tommy yesterday morning. They lose with 4 holes to go.
Yep.
Oh, Harris English speaking of the devil, he just knocked down a huge birdie putt to cut the lead to 2 on the 15th, which is massive.
That is
But
huge.
anyway, so my point being, Captain Keegan Bradley sends the same pairing out again today, matched up with Rory and Tommy Fleetwood again, like lambs to the slaughter. And they're they're playing significantly better today, and they're still down 2 holes with 3 to go.
I think we could have sent out. I mean, we could have sent out Morikawa because Morikawa is unreal with irons. Don't get me wrong, but then you change it up. Send out Justin Thomas. Justin Thomas played unbelievable yesterday in the second half. So
I think. Yeah,
I get it.
we talked about JJ Spawn before he went on. He played pretty well yesterday, and he has a game that lends itself very well to the foursomes format. And
exactly.
And he can't play in the morning session. Like Sam Burns is a great putter. You don't
Yes.
want him.
Like this,
But
I
whatever.
mean, I guarantee we're gonna see those guys again this afternoon. But the
Yeah,
problem is,
everyone's gonna play again today, I think.
yes, and we're gonna see Bryson again. Bryson and Scotty are gonna play 5. They're gonna be playing all 5.
I'd imagine. Although Scotty
But-
doesn't look good at all. That's the one thing that's holding the U.S. back entirely.
100%.
Is Scotty
Scotty
Scheffler is not playing good golf right now. He's playing very.
Scotty
average
is not
golf.
playing like Scotty Scheffler. That is 100%. I mean, I think so many other people are playing better than Scotty today on our team.
If he can get a half with that last group with Victor
Yes.
and McIntyre, they're down 1 right now. If Scotty can work his way back to a half, I'd call that a win. They've got 6 holes to do it.
I agree.
This is something that Jake sent me this morning. I wanted to get this fan interaction before the round
Yeah,
started.
yeah. Can we play the video?
We're gonna
of
watch the
this?
clip. Yeah, I'm
Okay,
pulling up
good.
the clip now. This so there's a kind of a running joke that's like American fans, like the most complex chant that they can think of is like a defense or like USA. Like they'll just chant, and then the Europeans have these like super like complex chants like you hear in soccer stadiums all the time. But like set to various English songs. So the U.S. is trying to give them a taste of their own medicine this morning, and it backfired tremendously, kind of like everything has so far this weekend. I'm going to play
Okay. Slow down. You guys all took Adderall this morning. Slow down. Here we go. 1, 2, clap. 1, 2, clap. Here come the lyrics. Scotty Scheffler.
There's no fucking way.
Boo.
I have not seen this. This is so sad.
We're gonna try this one more time. If it doesn't work, we'll do a DeChambeau one. All right?
Yeah, let's do a DeChambeau one, man. That'll fix it.
When you stamp it on the bleachers, all right? Ready? One more time. Let's start out. 1, 2, 3. Scotty Scheffler.
It's awful.
Oh, dude.
I'm not
fucking
kidding.
good.
I am
You're-
hurting just from watching that.
You're
The
so
issue,
right,
I think,
Graham.
is the dude leading it has no rhythm. He can't stay
No,
on
the
beat.
issue is
That's
the chant.
problem.
The issue is the concept of the chant.
Yeah.
That, I mean, sure, but at
That-
the same time, if the guy could execute, if the guy who's trying to lead this,
Even if he executed it, they were still going to get clowned for doing a Scotty Scheffler boom boom clap. Like, what is that, dude?
they're trying to imitate the Europeans because they've been dominating.
Oh,
us.
dude,
for
they're
3
shaking,
years.
man. They're shaking.
I mean,
I don't know why. So my favorite like Americanized thing to do at sporting events is get personal against people. You start
They've
screaming.
been doing that.
You
They did this last weekend.
You start chanting "F your opponent." That's America right there.
I screamed "fuck you, Arnold" so loud.
There you go. There you go.
They've
That's
been doing. I mean,
I think someone screamed something like that yesterday because Rory had to back off mid swing. Like he stepped up to the ball, and I guess someone screamed something, and he had to back off.
Rory, they
There
were
you go.
saying.
There you go.
Someone in the booth was saying like, "Those are not chants of thank you, Rory." So like
Yeah.
they're doing it.
Oh yeah, and it is not hard to get under Rory's skin. I think we've seen it in the past. People get under Rory's skin easily. And
It doesn't
especially
matter
this
right
New
now.
York-
He's still playing good golf regardless.
Oh, easily.
Yeah,
But
wasn't it? It was that one
you
guy
would
that
think
just
the
like.
New York crowd would be under his skin. Like.
Oh
but
yeah, dude.
We haven't
It
done
was
any-
that one time that dude was. I'm pretty sure all he did was say sarcastically, "Nice shot, Rory," and Rory went over, snatched his phone, and walked away.
Yes.
I feel
Yes,
like,
I do
I
remember.
remember
Yeah.
that.
That's
I
that's
remember
Rory. That's Rory McIlroy for you right there.
Exactly. So
Pussy.
Someone hit him with in the practice round, like he was fixing he was buttoning up his shirt. He's like, "You don't need a button to choke, Rory." And the whole European team acknowledged it. Like that's the point of the Ryder Cup is you can get personal, but it's all in jest. My last
These are the
issue-
same. These are the same people that chanted "fuck Trey Young." Just saying.
No, they're not because
Oh, yes,
tickets
they
for
are.
this were like $1,000.
Tickets for
it's a
Knicks
different crowd.
playoff games are $1,000.
Yeah, but it's a different crowd. These people are
I don't know. I think-
these
These
people aren't
people
rowdy
are-
know.
we're all Americans. We all like to
That's
chant
true.
"fuck our opponent." So
very true.
The last thing I want to say before we get to some college football is the announcing, which again maybe they've been doing this in all the Ryder Cups. I'm not sure because I haven't watched all of them until this one. But they've been extremely partial in the booth. So every booth has like the announcer and then 2 color commentators, one who is American and one who is European. And as Europe's been dominating us all day and all yesterday, Nick Faldo is like parading around, like tooting his own horn. It's just super annoying. I can't bear it. I wish that they were a little more objective. because the American guys, even when we're playing well, they're not being. I mean, obviously we're losing, but they're not doing the same like trash talk in the booth.
Yeah, no, I agree, and because I've been watching Sky Sports, so I'm watching Europe broadcast too,
Yeah,
and they're just as dick riding, Europe, just
Yeah.
as much as the U.S. is, you know.
Oh yeah,
I mean, and yeah, no, I feel like the momentum is all on their side, and we have nothing, and we're like,
it is. If Scotty needs to go out and win this pairing, like I would like for him to get a half, but if the U.S. wants a legit chance to win this, Scotty has to go out and win outright against Hovland.
Bryson did his job. I mean, we already know Maricao and English, they've already lost. I mean,
That was lambs to a slaughter.
Yeah.
Schauffele and Cantley have played well, but Rom is a different beast right now as well. So
Rom is unreal. So I've accepted those, but we
Bobby
need
Mack
Scotty.
and Hovland are very beatable, and we need to beat them.
Scotty is our only hope for this first matchup, and then this afternoon, it depends on who we're gonna send out and how we're gonna play this afternoon because we're gonna see Bryson. Bryson finishing up early, by the way, is tremendous because he gets to
He'll
rest
lead
up
off
now.
again. I wouldn't be
He will-
surprised if he goes and plays with Cam Young again.
Oh no, 100%. That
Or
I don't mind that.
Maybe
pairing.
they split them up because they're both playing good golf. Maybe you want Cam Young playing with someone else, and then you have Bryson playing with Ben Griffin or someone else again.
Maybe. I mean, Ben Griffin was that was not a bad pairing yesterday either. Maybe Justin Thomas. We'll see him again too. Hopefully
JT
we
will
see
play for sure.
JT will play for sure.
Definitely play.
I mean, but like if Scotty's playing like this, I think you throw JT with Scott.
You need someone that can, or Cam Young.
Yes,
get Scotty someone that's going to give him some breathing room to like
exactly.
I think
we're relying. I think Scotty is relying too much on himself and expecting too much out of him, and we're expecting too much out of him. I feel like if we pair him up with somebody else, like, oh, I can just go out there and play normal golf here.
Yeah.
I feel like that'll take tremendous pressure off of Scotty, but then maybe lock him in to doing what he normally does is win these cups. Like
absolutely, and then he needs to win his singles match. If you're the best player in the world, you need to go out and prove it by beating someone in a singles match on Sunday.
Rory just put one, like, I don't know, less than 10 feet from the cup too.
That's what he does.
That's all he's been doing.
That's our Ryder Cup breakdown thus far. Let's get into the college football world, and now is where we're going to call in Lance because Oklahoma doesn't play this week, but Lance was at the game in Norman last week against Auburn, one of the better games of the week. I'm just going to turn it over to you. I'll let you take it away.
Dude, that was like, honestly, I'm not gonna lie, the atmosphere of that game was actually ridiculous. Like, my Apple Watch was going off and it said I was hearing over 140 plus decibels. Like, my ears were ringing. There was a lot of controversy beside that game, and I think it's retarded, but it's retarded about how the magnitude of what Auburn is trying to string this. Your quarterback got sacked 10 fucking times. Like, you didn't win this game. And sure, like, they keep doing this thing with this, like, SEC officiating that with a trick play. Like, Satania went to the ref, lined up, and the ref said, "You're good." Like, maybe pay more fucking attention, Hugh Freeze, you retard. I don't know why you're trying to stir up some bullshit and be like, like, no, dude, that was ridiculous. But like, honestly, and then the missed PI call that everyone's talking about, where Eric Singleton threw a pass, it was like a trick play, and the defender, I think it was Peyton Bowen or one of our DBs tackled him mid. It was awful. It was such a bad missed call. But then they scored like 30 seconds later, and there was so many missed calls on both sides of the ball. Like, that whole officiating crew was awful. It was terrible. And you would have had to see it in person, dude.
The SEC went out and apologized.
Yeah. Well, they apologized for the missed call against Auburn, but like, there was at least 3 PIs against Oklahoma where Cortland Guillory, our corner that was up against Cam Coleman, just did not touch him, or the ball was completely not catchable, and they called PI, and it was ridiculous. But
I'm pulling up the hideout play.
Yeah. So
here is
he goes up to him.
It looks like he's walking off the field from the previous play. They decide as soon as he walks off to try to snap it, catch him off guard. Auburn never sees him. So let's bring you Matt Austin. Matt,
the ref said he was
tell
good.
us about that situation.
Yeah, I wish I could see the player all the way to the sideline, but
So
I can't.
what's the
But
rule
you
with,
cannot
like,
use the substitution
inside the
process to
numbers?
deceive
You just
your
have to
opponent.
be
I don't know.
inside the
If
numbers.
that's
I
what they were
don't
trying to
think
do,
so.
that's an
With
unsportsmanlike conduct
I
penalty.
think
It should be 15.
I think the rule is you can't just like step off the sideline
Yeah.
without going into the numbers first. I think
Yeah, I
that's
don't-
the rule.
So
Maybe?
they're saying that it was an illegal substitution. It was like a fake substitution, like trick play. Like it was unsportsmanlike because it was a trick play when he, I guess, seemingly was slowly walking to the sideline as if he was going off, and then he checked with the line judge and was just completely on the far side. I mean, and then no one paid attention to him because Deion Burks, our other slot receiver, was just straight up messing with the corner's head and like making him not pay attention, leaving Satania wide open. But I mean, if you want to say that's an illegal substitution, then sure. But it just, I mean, that's the SEC, like that's the ref's fault for.
That looked pretty badass to me.
Dude, it was the ref's fault. Like,
Yeah.
can't even, like, if that was a trick play, like, blame the ref. I mean, he said he was good with the line judge.
But dude, this is where I wanted to talk with Brendan, because he thinks Oklahoma is going to be the dumpster fire this year. When
I feel like that, yeah, he's gonna reverse. He's gonna backpedal on that take. I think.
we have the best defense in the nation, I don't care what anyone says. I don't care what anyone says. 110%. Who else has better defense? Who else has better defense?
Maybe Penn State too. We'll see.
You
We'll
think
see
who have they
today.
played? Who's Penn State played?
Penn State's played no one.
No one.
We
I know,
can't-
but-
we can't prove that until
No one.
possibly
I know
today.
that's why I said wait until today. We'll see.
Ohio State.
'Cause it could
has
be. We don't know yet.
Auburn
but we'll
averaged
figure it
200.
out.
Auburn averaged 235 rushing yards per game up until Oklahoma. They had negative 13 rushing yards going into the third.
Oh, don't get me wrong. You guys have a stellar defense.
Yeah,
I don't
I
know
mean,
if it's-
we
I don't know if it's
110%
number
have the best
one.
defensive line. I mean, we're the best.
You guys also have the toughest schedule in the fucking country.
110%. But then again, now that I look at it, I don't think it's that tough. I think the AP poll going into this year was so wrong that it's ridiculous. I don't think Texas is the top 50 team.
I think Arch is going to throw at least 3 picks on you guys.
I don't. Yeah, and the thing with that's our problem.
It's going to be bad. It's going to be bad.
Oklahoma is the only team in the nation without a turnover on the defensive side of the ball. The only team. Yet we lead in almost every other statistic because there was
You
2
guys haven't-
dropped picks against
You haven't
Auburn.
Forced an entire turnover. You haven't
Mm-mm.
forced one turnover in 3
Nope,
games.
not
Yeah,
one.
but Arch is just going to throw it right to him. So-
Dude, that's my problem. You got to look at this because, like, Florida State just lost to Virginia last night. Florida State beat Alabama. I think all these teams all over the place like their rank. And
I think Georgia absolutely wipes Bama today. I'm gonna be honest.
I think
I don't know why. I don't know why people. Yeah, I don't know why people are thinking it's gonna be close. I don't think it.
Alabama looked good since that game.
I think
But-
you want to hear.
Yeah, but they played. Dude, they played.
They played Wisconsin, who's awful.
Yeah, bro.
I'll say this now, and we can come back later, and you can grill me if you think I'm wrong. I think LSU loses by 3 possessions or 3 touchdowns.
We'll talk about it,
LSU is a good team.
We'll talk about that game too. Let's get a Mateer update before we move on. So he broke his hand in the first quarter. Is that what
He
happened?
broke his 5 minutes into the first quarter, John Mateer and got smashed by an Auburn defender. Then proceeded to play the rest of the game, and in the last half of the game, he went 16 for 17 passing, like 200 plus yards. That dude is a dog. On top of that, he went to it was Wednesday. He went to LA and got surgery on his wrist or hand or whatever. And his timeline's all weird. I don't know. We're hoping that he's back by Texas, but I mean, I'm not even worried at this point. I don't think Texas is a good football team. I really don't. Because we have Michael Hawkins Jr. who
I would say is Hawkins back.
say it again.
So Hawkins is the backup. He's still there.
Hawkins is
Okay.
the backup. Yeah, he's good though. He played all last year. Jackson almost got benched for Oklahoma.
Mhm.
He came in his first game as a true freshman, beat Auburn. I mean, he's more athletic than John Mateer. I mean, he has a cannon of an arm, so I'm not worried about it the slightest if he's not back by Texas. I still think we beat Texas obviously by QB. I'm not gonna lie.
All right.
But he has a time for because it depends. Because like who was it? Stafford. It was either Stafford or Goff. had a thumb injury, and they're back 12 days later. After surgery and played again. So
was that the playoff? Was that the playoffs golf
Yeah.
where like they started John Wolford that
Yep.
week, but they dressed Goff anyway, and then he ended
Yeah.
up playing because Wolford
Yeah.
got hurt.
Yeah, so he had a 12-day recovery period where
Okay.
he came back. So I don't know. I mean, this guy is the best in the world. So I mean, we'll see. I mean,
Okay.
the fact that he played 4 quarters with a broken hand on his throwing hand and still performed the way he did.
There's no doubting that he's a dog. Like
Yeah.
that was never in question.
No, I mean that's the thing where I get like the whole Baker comparisons when it comes to like how he upholds himself because it's ridiculous, dude. Because you wouldn't even known he was hurt. I mean, you could see that he was squeezing his hand and some of his balls were off, but like, dude, dog.
Yeah, he still beat probably a top 20 team in the
Yeah,
country. Auburn's good.
I don't even know if we want to get into this or because I kind of feel bad saying this, but if anyone was ranked, Auburn should have been ranked, and Illinois should have been out of the top 25.
Yeah, we'll talk about Illinois 'cause they play a big game this week.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk a bunch about that game last week, but we can talk some about it. when we get there.
Understandable.
Let's get to some other housekeeping things before we get to the schedule this week. Earlier, I believe on Tuesday, Oklahoma State canned Mike Gundy.
Mm-hmm.
Off to one of the worst starts that a Power 5, Power 4 team has ever had this season. They've been truly awful. They get 70-pieced by Oregon, followed by a home
Beating
loss
from
to
Tulsa.
to a really, really bad Tulsa team. Like, Tulsa's not even, like, they're probably one of the worst teams in FBS.
I don't know if you highlighted the fact that that's the first time Tulsa's won in Stillwater since 1951.
And that doesn't surprise me because
Yeah.
they don't have a good football program.
And also, Gundy should have been canned 2 years ago. I mean, 2
years ago was the year they were supposed to be bad, and they made it to the Big 12 championship.
Yeah.
And then the next
The
year,
following,
they were supposed to be good, and they
were
hit
abysmal.
rock bottom. They were awful last year.
They were abysmal.
But he's a guy that's been doing it forever. He's one of the longest tenured. He was one of the longest tenured coaches in Division I football, and to like leave that guy out to dry in the middle of the season, I was shocked because
I didn't expect it.
He's been their program for 20 years now. Like that's what he is. Oklahoma State football. I have no idea what their identity is going to be from this point on.
Wait, before you go further, can you pull up the report
I'm a man.
of who's not playing against Baylor?
Oh,
It's Oklahoma State. It's about like 40 plus players.
I'll try to pull it up.
Because they get that little transfer portal pin like window.
Yeah, you get what?
so-
2 weeks to. So they play Baylor today.
yeah, they play Baylor
That's-
today.
I mean, that could be a 70 ball as well.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Hold up. I'm pulling it up. It's a long list.
There we go. But their whole offensive line.
17 guys out, 2 guys doubtful, 3 guys questionable. So 22
Ouch.
guys probably, somewhere between 20 and 22 guys out of the 70-man
Ouchie.
traveling squad.
Dude, it's bad. They are not in good shape. I mean,
No.
because they fired him on a Tuesday?
They fired him on Tuesday. They didn't do it on Monday because Monday, I believe, was the maybe 20-year anniversary. Maybe, let's see, that was 07. So 18-year anniversary from the I'm a man, I'm 40 presser,
Yeah.
which he did. That's kind of what he's known for. He's probably the most popular, like most watched press conference in college football history. But it was the exact, to the day, was Monday.
Yeah.
So they didn't fire him. I wish we could get Zach's thoughts on the firing. He was on last week. He's our resident poke. So yeah,
I think you would agree with it.
Yeah.
it was time.
It
It
had
was
to happen.
time. Very,
And I know that
very
we talked
clearly.
about last week as well. It's just like he's getting left behind. I mean, you got to change the way your tactics when it comes to recruiting and such. I remember Ollie Gordon getting pulled over, and
A guy can't have 3 beers with his buddies and then drive home. If that's a DUI, I should have
We've
about
all
1,000
done
of
it.
them.
We've all done it. I'm not going to get mad at the guy. And you know what? I respect that for that. You know, because yes, we have all done it. And
He's
you know
also
what?
going somewhere else. Like his career's not over.
Right? Yeah.
He might be the coach of Tulsa next year. Like who knows?
He might be an Oklahoma football, like, overseer,
That's
pad toucher.
I thought he was going to be like at the end of the year, they were going to kind of walk him out and be like, "Hey, you're not going to coach for us anymore, but we'd like you in some kind of advisory GM type role within the Oklahoma State system because he's meant so much to that program." But I think you fire him after week 4. I think you probably burn that bridge. Like I bet he's not going to like that doesn't seem to be in the cards anymore. The other game I want to talk about before we get into this week, last night, Virginia upsets Florida State in double overtime on their home field. Florida State probably massively overranked. They were after they beat Alabama. That's a good win, but I don't think anyone truly believed they were one of the 8 best teams in the country. And Virginia proved that. But that was a really good game. I was kind of going in and out of watching it. Chandler Morris kept trying to lose it. He kept throwing these egregious picks.
My God.
Tommy Castellanos he ran the ball very well, which he does.
Yeah. I want to speak on this for a little bit because I think this is where it's weird in football now in this time, like this day and age, where every team tries to have a dual threat quarterback. Once you find a defense that knows to stop a dual threat quarterback, you are not going to be like that's where I'm talking about against Oklahoma, against Arnold. Jackson Arnold is not a pocket passer. He cannot throw a ball. The amount of overthrown balls and underthrown balls were atrocious. Once you take away his ability, he had 22 rushes for negative 11 yards in sacks. I mean, if you have a team where your dual threat quarterback cannot run the ball for 100+ yards every game, you're going to lose. If Castellanos is forced to throw the ball every time, that's not just the Deuce Robinson, they're going to lose every game. Like it's just like it's simple as that. I think it's so weird how football is now because you don't see any Drew Breeses really anymore or Peyton Mannings. You have everyone who can mobile, but if you can't be mobile and throw the ball accurately, like you are just like it's I don't know, it's weird.
You can't have a one-dimensional offense in college anymore.
No, dude, you can't because once these defense corrupt your run game, you are just what are you gonna do?
I'd say if you're really good at running the ball north-south and getting downhill, you have to either have some sort of quarterback that you either have to have a mobile quarterback that can get outside the tackles, or you have to be able to throw the ball at least. Yeah. You have to pose the threat of being able to run the ball. In college football, you need 2 dimensions to win. In the NFL, you might need all 3. You might need east, west, north, south, and a passing game. After the game ended, I believe we witnessed maybe one of the great field stormings of our time, maybe the best. This was rapid.
That kid died.
And impressive.
Dude,
he died.
Squirrel White needs to be checked on. I mean, he got trampled.
The dude who was he the targeted receiver?
He was a receiver that got.
Yeah, he surely got trampled. But like, watch the rapidity.
Here comes the blitz. Castellanos in trouble. Heaves one towards the end zone. Intercepted.
He died. He's not alive. No one's heard from him since.
Watch this guy as we run past Bird.
Yeah.
Love that kid. That kid's hilarious.
That's what I'm talking about right there.
I mean, it doesn't get much better than that when it comes to field storming. Like, that was instantaneous.
It's so funny. It's so funny that it's Virginia football too. That makes it.
They've been waiting for something like this, though. That's the thing is, it needs like if you want a legit field storm, you're going to need a really bad football team to get a win like that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's the thing, though. Like Florida State, like that little field chase wouldn't have happened. Like I don't know why these teams are ranked where they're at when they've played no one. But I guess Florida State's played Alabama. Sure, Alabama.
They beat Alabama, yeah.
But even on top of that, like I could, if I wanted to pull up the 25 right now, we can go off of quality wins and like who they played and where. Like the top 25 is so weird.
They put enough of the bias, maybe not bias, but enough weight in their rankings to their priors, which is just the preseason poll.
Yeah,
you have your idea of how good everyone is in the preseason, and if you get a good win, you jump 6 spots. Regardless of if you're 6 spots better than you were last week. That's how they kind of balance out this is how good we thought you would be. this is how good you've performed, and this is how good your resume looks on paper. It's all about finding a balance in that. And if you wanted to, like, it's not a power rating. Like, Jeff Sagarin does power ratings where he ranks the 25 best teams in the country. But that's not what the AP poll's for. It's for, like, perception, essentially, more than anything. But it's supposed to reward teams that win big games, which Florida State did.
They did. But then
And,
again,
like,
in
Illinois-
hindsight, was it a big game? Is Alabama even that good? I mean, I don't know.
That's what we're going to find out. Like, Illinois comes into the season ranked number 12 based on
That
the
was
fact
wild.
that they won 10 games last year and they returned 18 of their 22 starters. Illinois, at no point did I think Illinois was one of the 12 best teams in the country, but they've earned that by what they did last year with their priors. They were never going to, like, they're not talented enough to be a top 12 team, clearly. But that's kind of what the AP poll is there for. And by the end of the year, it's going to all shake out and it's going to be balanced. Like, it'll be correct by the end of the year. It just takes some time early in the year to get to the point where you know who's good. All right, let's talk about the slate today. Because there's a ton of games that I want to get to. A lot of high quality games, but also like a very deep slate too. Like there's probably 10 or 12 really good games. So we'll start with Illinois because they're on Big Noon kickoff at 11 a.m. They get a home game in a bounce back spot against USC, who is a team that has looked really good, but again, unproven, haven't really beat anyone. Ranked versus ranked, USC is a 6.5 point favorite on the road. Jaden Maiava may have the best quarterback resume in the country right now. Like, he looks like the numbers look incredible as far as just like purely based on numbers, not who they've beat, not taking opponent into account. But that's what Lincoln and Riley offenses do. I'll go first. I am biased. I'm expecting a bounce back spot. This team's not going to lose by 20 points. 6.5 point dogs at home. I don't love. I feel like we're due for a sneaky good win, but we'll see if last week has the potential to be a season-ending loss. I don't think it is. I think this team is old and they're going to bounce back. They're well coached with like a veteran coach. We got flat out embarrassed at Indiana last weekend. I don't think that's going to be like that won't happen again.
I feel like if you guys lost by 3 touchdowns, you could say it's bounced back. But when you get 63 dropped on your head, I mean, that's like.
What's the difference though at that point?
Sneaky good win. Any win is good after losing by 53, no matter who you play.
Yeah.
So,
well, USC is a good team.
You just need a win. You just need a win. I mean, if you don't win, then the season's over. Period. Doesn't matter who you play.
Yeah.
I still think if we lose this game and we beat Ohio State, the season is not over. We're not going to beat Ohio State.
Yeah, there's no shot.
You can't say the season's over until the Ohio State game is finished.
I think
there's always the potential.
If you lose to Indiana by 53, I
That's
don't know
even
if
more my
Ohio
point,
State
though.
is in play.
That's even more my point. Like, Ohio State beat Texas by 2 score. Like,
I have no idea what you just said.
Yeah.
You cut out.
Is someone
I know you were talking shit on Texas, though. I know what was happening.
Did someone just get into a blender? What just happened?
You're good. You're good now.
No, what I was saying was Ohio State beat Texas by a singular touchdown, and Texas has proven to dismantle Sam Houston State. That's it. So
the Ohio State defense is legit. The offense,
it's just not that great.
We'll see today. We'll talk about them in a bit.
Yeah.
But until that game's off the schedule, the season's not over. And I'm inclined to believe a veteran team is going to bounce back. Because that game, like, you can say what you want. I watched the entire game.
Yeah, me too.
We lost by 53 points, but did we really lose by 53? Like, once it got to 21, it didn't really matter. Like, from that point on, they could have scored 100 more points. It's the same loss. Like, it just things kept spiraling. There was a bad targeting call. Our secondary was super depleted. I need to check the injury report to see if Xavier Scott's going to play. If he doesn't play, then I think we have problems today because USC is going to air it out. That's what they do. And if our secondary is down, then it'll be the same.
You guys made Mendoza the Heisman front runner.
Yeah.
Like genuinely just off that game.
That will not last that long.
No, I don't think that lasts long at all. I mean,
I mean, he faced zero pressure from the front seven or the second. Like the defense just did not come to play of it. Like full stop.
So is that the problem? So like, is it just because honestly, I didn't watch until like the second quarter, third quarter when they just started getting, bum rushed. But like, is Luke Altmaier that guy, or is the defense just awful?
So our defense, our secondary, we were missing our 2 starting corners last week.
Okay.
Our captain and like free safety got a kind of BS targeting call early in the second quarter, and then 2 of our corners got hurt late. So 6 out of our top 7 DBs were not playing by the end of the game because of health reasons. And then our O-line is just porous. Like, Indiana sacked Luke Altmaier 7 times. Like, he had no chance.
Yeah,
so those are the issues, is the offensive line and then the secondary depth. Which, when our secondary is healthy, it's fine. And the defense is very serviceable.
Before I forget, because Jake was talking about it, because we were talking about defenses, Auburn's offensive line was ranked number 7 in the nation before giving up 10 sacks in Norman. Just wanted to highlight that.
Oklahoma's legit. I think
I said
we've come to the point.
Defense.
No, I know.
Yeah. The schedule is going.
We're also the only team with 2 quality wins.
Because we also don't know Big Ten versus SEC yet.
I mean, we made Michigan look like a fart in Norman.
But that was
Oklahoma
somehow circled back.
And Michigan, I'm not sold on Michigan.
I see. I'm trying to move us forward. We keep circling.
We've reverted back to how good Oklahoma is.
Oklahoma's going to be 9-3.
I love it.
Let's talk about Notre Dame, Arkansas. So Arkansas in the past 2 weeks has blown a late lead against Ole Miss, and then blown a huge lead against Memphis at home. Or no, I think they were in Memphis last week. But the Ole Miss would have been a good win. That slips away from Arkansas. They've got a really good quarterback in Taylor Green. And then the Memphis loss is pretty inexcusable. And Sam Pittman, coaching for his job at home against a Notre Dame team that can't stop the 2020 Carterville football team. Maybe 2019. 2020 we didn't play. 2019 Carterville football team could have scored 24 points on this year's Notre Dame.
That is awful, if you're not aware.
We had some struggles that year. Notre Dame's a 4.5-point favorite on the road. What a ride. It's gonna be a shootout. Lance, what are your thoughts on the Notre Dame-Arkansas game, if you have any?
Sorry, hold on.
Okay, Austin, what are your thoughts on the Notre Dame-Arkansas game, if you have any?
I have literally – and then this kind of goes to a lot of college football games is I could care less about this football game. Literally.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be watching this game.
Maybe.
Arkansas is dead in the water. Notre Dame's dead in the water.
Yeah.
I couldn't really care.
Yeah,
I think both Notre Dame at least has the semblance of like, hey, if we win out, we can still make the playoff. Arkansas, I think, is a sleeping giant. Like they know they're out already, but like they're not a bad team.
Okay,
like,
but Notre Dame can be cute and make it. That's fine, but they're gonna get washed in the playoffs.
Yeah, but you saw last year. Last year they lost to NIU.
This is
they
not
got
last
in
year's Notre Dame. This is
no.
But
yeah,
last year's Notre Dame wasn't last year's Notre Dame at this time last year. Like they became a new team at the end of the year. So
I'm not sold on them at all, dude.
I'm not either, but I'm just saying, like, if you give Notre Dame time, I think they can
I could
be
see
competitive.
them. I could see that game going 23-20 Arkansas or 17-14 Arkansas.
I think it's going to be
higher scoring.
I think it's going to be 43-40 Arkansas more than anything because neither of those teams can defend it.
Their offenses are also just garbage. I mean, Notre Dame's
I mean,
offense without Jeremiah Love is literally nothing.
Taylon Green. That's why I think it's a sneaky good Arkansas
Taylon
spot,
Green is
because
electric.
Taylon Green's
dude.
really
He's
good.
stud.
Taylon Green is going to be a first-round pick in the NFL draft eventually.
All right, let's talk about the 2:30 CBS game, the Big Ten game of the week. The number 1 ranked Buckeyes go into Seattle to play an unranked but like sneaky good Washington team. OSU's an 8.5 point favorite on the road. But I think Washington's good. I think this could be a spot that OSU drops. I don't want to say they will, but like this is a game where if it happens, I'd like to be on the right side of history. But if it doesn't, I don't want to look stupid.
I think they have to prove who they are today. 110%.
If Ohio State's offense comes to play, they will win. There's no doubt about that. Yeah. But I think Washington can play with Ohio State if Ohio State plays like a B+ game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got
Jake, did you say Taylon Green's a first rounder?
Jake did.
I think so. We'll see.
That's a egregious claim, I think.
Dude, I've watched him. He's electric. He's
a
good.
senior.
I think
unless he performs out, I don't see him being top 5 next year. Top 5.
Well,
right?
I mean,
Lenore Sellers.
we're talking about Arch Manning going number 1 overall here. So.
Arch Manning's not going.
He's
to the draft
down.
here.
The number 1 guy right now is Lenore
which-
Sellers, and I don't think
Which
Lenore Sellers is that good at football.
Yeah, I don't think
Sellers
so.
is that good.
Also, do we think the Saints tanked intentionally this year, thinking that Arch was going to be the real deal? Do you think they surrounded their whole plans around Arch Manning?
I think
to watch their dreams just float away into
I
the
think
dust.
Derek Carr was going to lead them to 6 wins, and then he retired right before the season. I
But
don't think
like
they
the
knew that was
Saints,
coming.
the Saints could have drafted a quarterback last year.
But
they
this
could
class
have.
wasn't very good. Like
I know, but they could have, like, if they were trying to win, they would have drafted a quarterback just to see what happens.
Saints, they did draft a
quarterback.
Spencer
They drafted
Rattler
one in the
is
first round, Jake. Tyler Shaw.
Spencer Rattler is 0-9, dude.
Jake, they drafted a 26-year-old in the first round.
They drafted a quarterback.
That's the thing is like people thought that they were going to trade up or they didn't even need to trade up. People thought they were going to draft Dart with their top 10 pick.
they drafted a 26-year-old fraud.
They're not putting him in.
Tyler Shuck.
They're not even trying to see if he's
sucks.
legit or not.
I think he's just ass. Yeah. I think he just sucks.
He sucks balls.
He's got to be better than Spencer Rattler.
No, he's not at all.
That's insane. Okay, well,
Guys, we got to move forward because we keep going backwards.
Dude, I think we could talk about all day how fucking horrible.
The Saints are atrocious. Moral story.
LSU Ole Miss 2:30 on
I'm
ABC
bringing him to St. Louis.
in Oxford. Ole Miss 2.5 point favorites at home against LSU.
Yeah.
Is Austin Simmons done? Is he?
No,
not
it's Trinidad.
playing?
Yeah,
Chambliss
it's Trinidad
today?
again.
Who I think is better, right? He's
I
a better
110% think Austin Simmons is worse than Trinidad. Yeah.
LSU, I think, similar to how we talked about Florida State, LSU is not a top 5 team in the country.
No.
They got a good week 1 win against Clemson, who turns out is awful at football, and they've been writing that to a top 5 ranking.
Grim,
Now they get a real prove it game.
I don't care who you are. If your defense picks up the ball 5 fucking times and you can't get more than 20 points, you're a fraud. I don't care. Because Florida's defense is not that great. So the fact that they picked off DJ Lagway 5 times and they only scored 20 points.
I've been waiting on Nuss to turn it up because he's another guy that like people were saying could be a top 5 quarterback.
Overrated.
He's been awful.
Overrated.
You were saying that. You, not
no,
some people.
I
bro.
was
That was all
regurgitating
you.
what I'd heard. I said I liked him in the spot, and from what I've seen, I've adjusted my take, and he is not very good.
No.
Yeah, Kate Klubnik's ass, Garrett Nussmeier's ass.
We were both
Yeah,
expecting
dude,
guys
so
to
much
take a
ass.
leap. And
We can get on
did.
Klubnik too, bro. He is like, because his team's probably one of the most experienced QBs right now in college football. Like,
Same with
time-wise,
Nussmeier. Like, that's why I was.
He's
hyped
awful.
on it.
Hey, my point, Taylon Green, first round pick.
Jake, we got to keep moving forward.
Hey.
We're done with Taylor Green. LSU Ole Miss top 15 matchup in Vaught Hemingway. I think I like Ole Miss at home here. They've got.
Yeah, I do too.
Like LSU's
Did anyone
defense
see?
is legit. It is,
LSU's linebacker posting up with Landry Kiffin.
Yeah, I didn't even put it on the sheet. I need to pull
That's
up.
hilarious.
So who do we think is playing who there? Who is the mastermind behind the
The
Hard Knocks
daughter,
coming out this
100%.
week?
It's a woman. What are we talking about?
Well, but whose side is she on? Is she on-
Ole Miss. She's a woman.
Miss.
She always has evil intentions. She's a woman. What are we doing?
Okay. I think I agree with you, but I've heard both sides are trying to claim that they are outsmarting the other with this move.
No, I just think
Women scientifically have smaller brains. Fun fact.
That's just absurd. You can't say that on this podcast. Jake.
It's science.
You can't say that on this podcast. Say it somewhere
I'm
else.
trusting the science, okay?
wow.
You can't say that here.
You know what? I'm gonna fact check that real quick.
I don't think that's a tactic. Oh, hey. So, real quick, we're talking about LSU. So their tight end Bauer Sharp was at Oklahoma last year. If you could, Graham, real quick, you go look up the Bauer Sharp interception last year against LSU for Oklahoma, where he was our tight end. I want you guys to see it, but just to see who their top receiver is right now. He caught a pass and proceeded to chuck it 40 yards in the air as a receiver for some reason, and it's a sight to see.
Okay, I see a link for it.
Probably.
Keep scrolling.
It's big. I want you to have his reaction on this. Because I threw an Amazon Fire Stick at my TV, so.
Yeah. I don't know if I can find it on Twitter.
Hold up. It's gonna be on YouTube probably, or would you have to?
I'll look on YouTube.
Yeah.
Just
we're
to
looking
throw it
this
in
up.
there,
Go
Jake
ahead.
was correct on the.
That's okay. He's still
Give
like,
me my flowers.
Yes.
Give me my flowers.
I will not do that.
I did ChatGPT it. But
ChatGPT's never wrong.
no,
It's often wrong. Frequently wrong.
It's
never
not.
wrong.
It's not often wrong. It's pulling
Frequently wrong.
directly from your search engine.
ChatGPT is science. This is new science. This is next gen science. Right?
I'm just not going to let Jake sit there and be bewildered by everyone here. He's not wrong.
Yeah. I'm taking my win, dude. I'm taking my W take.
Let's move on to the next game. Let's talk about. Okay, so we've mentioned our thoughts on Jackson Arnold. Auburn goes to Texas A&M. They go to Kyle Field this week. 2:30 as well on ESPN. A&M 6.5 point home favorites, and really, what's a prove-it spot for A&M right here? Like, again, their good win is against Notre Dame, who we don't think is very good.
Right.
All these teams that have good wins are because they beat teams that we don't think are very good because they lost. So now we're getting the second week of good teams playing against each other. I guess everyone is left. So Jake, what are your thoughts on Auburn A&M this afternoon?
I don't know. I was looking at the spread.
Yeah.
Auburn is a 7-point dog. I feel comfortable with that spread for Auburn. I feel like
I think Auburn's fine. Like I think Oklahoma's a really good defense.
I don't know if they're gonna win. But they very well could win. I do like that spread. I think it's gonna be a close game.
I really like the spread, actually. If I was a betting man.
I think from what I see,
I don't know if you
go ahead.
but I sent it to you. What we were talking about previously. I
We're
just
talking about
want to
Auburn.
know the Oklahoma team as of last year and who LSU has as their tight end this year.
Oh, is this it? I think I found it. Okay.
You probably
I
did.
believe this is it.
Let me see. Let's see it.
If I can share my screen.
Yep. Right here.
Okay,
So here we go. Look at this. Watch this shit.
What?
Okay.
What just happened?
Someone in the NFL threw that exact pass.
Yes,
I believe that was
Jordan
Nathan
Love did
Peterman.
that.
I believe that was
Jordan
Nathan
Love.
Peterman.
So that was Jackson Arnold, known fraud, throwing it to Bauer Sharp, who was a previous QB, and then that's what Oklahoma State of football was last year. I just want you guys to know.
And they still beat Alabama by 3 touchdowns.
And they still beat Alabama, who is awful.
Okay, so Jackson Arnold now playing quarterback for Auburn, going into A&M. Again, I think aside from Jackson Arnold, I think Auburn's built like a really strong football team.
Dude,
So
I'll say this now: Cam Coleman, best receiver in the nation. 100. I mean, behind Jeremiah Smith. I'm talking about SEC. Sorry,
Jordan Tyson last night. Like Jordan Tyson's legit too. I think he could be a top 10 pick.
If you watch Cam Coleman's separation and how good he is, dude, it's ridiculous.
Has he been at Auburn the whole time, or did he come?
Yes, unfortunately for him. I don't know why he didn't transfer last year, but dude, he is a stud.
Yeah, I think I think I know what Auburn is. They've played enough good games. I think Texas A&M. We'll see. They're at home, so maybe.
Well, the problem is they watched what Oklahoma did last week, and they're going to do the exact same thing, and he's going to shit down his leg the same thing he does.
If you're playing Auburn, the key to being Auburn is make Jackson Arnold beat you.
Yeah, that's what we did
with his arm.
Which you can't, dude. You can't. Literally, you cannot.
Last 2:30 game I want to get to on Peacock, on the cock, we got Indiana at Iowa.
Whoa.
Indiana.
Whoa.
You can't do this to me. After all that's happened. Yeah.
Whoa.
Indiana at Iowa on the cock.
Double take. That was not an accident.
You said it again.
I'm
You doubled down.
I said it. That's what I said.
You doubled down, dude. Stop saying cock.
Too much cock for me.
On the cock. Indiana at Iowa.
You did it a third time.
On Peacock?
On Peacock.
It's on Peacock?
What is going on?
Indiana.
Did someone say cock?
Indiana is an 8.5-point favorite. Could be a letdown spot, but I think Indiana's pretty good at football from what I've seen, and I think I'm going to roll with them to cover 8.5 on the road.
Yeah, I agree.
Many times.
Fernando Mendoza, Heisman favorite against Mark Gronowski, best quarterback in the last 20 years of Iowa football.
Man, and that's
123 yards per game.
That's the thing. Mark Gronowski cannot throw the ball. He can only run.
He can. They won't they can.
Did you say
as a unit.
Mike Wazowski? I'm sorry.
Derailing this podcast.
I'm just comedic. I'm just comedic relief over here. I'm not ruining it. Come on.
All right, and then we've got.
I'm not ruining.
We've got 3 night games that I want to talk about. First of which being the Penn State whiteout game on NBC, as number 3 Penn State, who has played no one, will host number 6 Oregon, who has played no one. So,
also played no one, yeah.
A litmus test here. Penn State.
That's why I'm taking Penn State, because the atmosphere is going to be unreal. Like if the atmosphere is going to be so unreal, it'd be a choke at Penn State.
I think if you force Drew Aller to throw the ball, Oregon takes the win.
Yeah, I'm still waiting. We've talked about Klubnik. We've talked about Nussmeier. Drew Aller's in the exact same boat. Like people have been hyping him up for this long. I just need to see something, or else do nothing.
If I am in Penn State, I get it. Like I get how the politics work inside of college football GM and who you decide who transfers and whatnot. I think Bo Pribula is the better quarterback by far. And
he has been this year for sure.
Not even certainly. I just think in general he's better than Drew Aller.
Yeah, Drew Aller was fine last year. Like with him being at home in this game, I think he's gonna somehow find a way to get it done. I mean, I agree. I think if he has to do too much, then they're gonna lose. But I don't think he's gonna have to do too much. With them being at home, I'm taking Penn State. I think Drew Aller's gonna get another skate by of not having to do too much and not having to prove.
But that's what's bullshit. I mean,
I know, but
he's as a top 10 pick in the draft, and he's just fine getting
by.
We're
seeing there's been a huge shift in college football ever since maybe COVID. Where the last 2 national champion quarterbacks, complete game managers. Like J.J. McCarthy, did nothing to make the Michigan offense better. All he had to do was do his job, and that team was going to win the title. Kyle McCord was elite last year, Will Howard did in the exact same role. All he had to do was do his job, and that team won the title. Like, so Drew Aller, I certainly think he's more of a Will Howard, JJ McCarthy
I don't.
than
I'm
Baker
not worried about Penn
Mayfield,
State.
like Mac Jones type of elite college football quarterback.
Which is sad because he's so poised and like he's presented to be so much more than that. Which I just
You
don't
would
think he is.
expect him to be
Oregon's-
able to take that leap.
Oregon's traveling 3,000 miles across the country to come play in the craziest atmosphere in college football. I do not see Penn State losing this.
I'll tell you what though, if you give me any coach to take a team into the Penn State whiteout, it'd be Dan Lanning, and I think Dante Moore.
I think
he's
agree
a better
with that.
quarterback.
I agree with that. I think Dan Lanning is definitely like at least top 5 for sure. Top 5 coach.
He's a good coach
in college football. He's a really good coach.
Also, Oregon's running game has been ridiculous this year. They've been ridiculous on the ground, but again, they played Oklahoma State, who Carterville can beat. But
right. It's like if I was betting on this game, I would not put any money on this game because I have no clue what's going to happen.
No.
But I'm giving the edge to Penn State because it is the best atmosphere in college football.
But that's where I think
that's like all you can really do at this point because both of these teams haven't played anyone. So
That's my thing.
This is a determining game of what these teams are made of, and I'm excited to watch it.
That's where it's weird, bro, because it could go either ways. It's either it's a close game and you still can't tell how good they are, or one team blows the other one out, and you're like, okay, well that team might have been fraudulent before this team, just great. I mean, I don't know.
I think
that's also one of those games that you want to watch in the own comfort of your home because of the atmosphere. Like you don't want to go watch that in a bar. Like you need the volume on.
Unless
TV
you can
to
be
watch
there.
that.
Like the only place I'd rather be than on my
yeah.
couch is there.
Yeah.
So
do we think Oregon's gonna have to call a timeout in the first possession of the game?
I'm gonna say
First
no.
offensive
They're ready
possession?
for it.
No.
I think this isn't Jim Harbaugh coaching. Okay.
Yeah.
Dan Lanning's gonna be ready.
Yeah, he is. He is.
So
we're not here for
a typical home field like spread boost is like what, 3 points? You think you get 3 points for being at home? Does that seem right, or what do we think the number?
That's when sportsbooks have absolutely no clue what's going to happen in this game.
So if you're accounting for the whiteout atmosphere, then that would be Vegas saying maybe they think Oregon is 2 points better than Penn State on a neutral field.
Yeah.
Because I bet a whiteout
much,
you
yeah.
probably are getting a full touchdown.
Yeah.
Which I think I probably agree with that. Penn State has still never beat a good team with James Franklin as their coach.
That's why if they don't win a national championship, he's still on the hot seat as a coach.
Yes.
That is
It's the
problem.
same thing as like Ryan Day last year. Like Ryan Day saved his job. The only way Ryan Day was going to not be on the hot seat this year is if he won the title, and he did. Like James Franklin is in a very similar position.
Which is hilarious.
Franklin the Turtle. That's what he is. Looks like Franklin the Turtle.
That's like strike 7, Jake.
Wow.
Okay,
How is that
Georgia-
a hot take? He's an ugly human being.
That's not even.
Okay.
That was just an errant comment.
He looks
that
like a turtle.
was
Dude,
uncalled
yeah,
for.
I mean, he's not a very good head coach, but I mean,
And he's also not very good looking either.
I mean, we're throwing.
That's not what we're going to talk about, Jake. We're not talking about that.
Why
okay.
not?
Alabama, Georgia. Let's get through this one. ABC running simultaneously with Oregon, Penn State. Kind of unbelievable scheduling that they would put those two together. Georgia's a 2.5-point favorite at home.
We just fumbled one, I think.
Sonny
he had to
was
leave.
going to have to go anyway.
Oh,
so
okay.
He wasn't contributing to this
He did
conversation.
an Irish goodbye.
I sent him a text. I was like, hey, if you're ready, because he told me he's like, I need to be out by 10:30.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, you're good.
Alabama, Georgia, 6:30, ABC. Georgia's getting 2.5 at home. You guys have talked me into it. Like, I think Georgia wins this game by a score and a half at least. And I think it's.
Oh yeah, dude. You think Alabama can go to Athens and beat Georgia when they can't even go into
So,
Neyland?
but that's the thing, statistic wise. Like Alabama has beaten Georgia every time in the past. Like I think they've beat them in Athens more.
Aside from
Than they've lost.
the title game in 22.
But
That's
this
like
is
the
not
only
the same
time.
Alabama team. That's the thing. It's like
They have the DeBoer Alabama has not gone to Athens yet. This is the first time. So.
Yeah, exactly though. But then again, hey, he's also undefeated off of the bye week. I don't know if y'all have
Like ever?
documented that, but he's never lost off a bye week in his career.
Okay.
But then again,
That's an interesting stat.
That's a good stat.
no,
but
it's
yeah.
definitely a stat, for sure.
at all levels of coaching, I forgot where. I think he was wherever he was at after SIU, and then when he went to the school before
Was he at
Washington
Boise?
and at Washington.
Was he at Idaho? He was
I think it was
somewhere out
Idaho.
west.
I think it was Idaho State.
Okay.
Idaho State.
Nice.
And now
But
he's in
even at
Tuscaloosa.
Washington,
In 10 years, he went from Idaho State to Alabama.
Yeah,
That's impressive nonetheless.
I mean, he in 15 years, he went from Southern Illinois University to Alabama. I mean, that's even a bigger
Fresno
deal.
State. He was at Fresno State.
Fresno
which is
State.
Much better. That's much better than Idaho.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Paul George.
He went, so here's
What?
Kalen DeBoer's.
What are you saying?
Kalen
Paul
DeBoer's
George went to
coaching
Fresno
team.
State.
He
Oh,
did. So did Aaron Judge.
I was also
Yeah.
really
So did Derek
confused
Carr.
on
So
that
did Devontae
Derek
Adams.
Carr and Devontae Adams.
Paul George, Fresno State alum.
I mean, if we want to throw it to Paul George, he was in top 60 for the NBA. ESPN released their top 100.
Are you
He was
serious?
he was ahead of Tyler Hero.
Yes, he was ahead of
Okay.
significantly better.
He was
players.
awful last year. Like
He's in
Philly's.
the top 60. Yeah, I think he was like
Philly-
52 maybe.
You know what it reminds me? And Paul George is a little bit better than this guy, but when Al Horford got to Philly, he was one of the worst bigs in basketball.
He was horrible. Horrible.
He was great and we're getting super off topic, of course.
No. We're not off.
Thanks,
Hey,
Jake.
NBA
Jake derailing the podcast again.
NBA season is right around
Yeah,
the corner.
it's coming up, all right, and it's relevant.
Yeah.
But Al Horford was a pretty good Hawk. He was a really good Boston Celtic for those like early Brad Stevens years. And then Philly's like, you know what? We're gonna put him at the 4 next to Joel Embiid.
Quick question: Did Al Horford retire, or is he coming back this year?
He is a Golden State Warrior.
That's okay.
What?
Yeah, he is a.
Okay, all
I
right.
think that's gonna be. I think that's gonna be a.
That
really
might
good
be
fit.
sneaky good. That might be sneaky good.
They
He's
did lose
80,
Looney though.
dude.
They
He's
lost Looney.
80. He's got to suck.
I know that.
At some
I-
point.
Yeah, but he's spreading the floor for Curry, so I mean, we'll see.
Is
He's just gonna
okay.
hit
So
corner
is
threes.
Joel Embiid impossible to play with? Like,
Yes.
is that what we think the
I think
answer
that's
is?
kind of. If he has had so much talent around him, and has
Over under 15 games played this year for Joel Embiid.
12.
So he.
I'm taking the
I think he
under.
came out,
I'm taking the under.
I'm gonna say
he came out earlier
35.
this week and was like, "Yeah, the goal is to play a lot of games. However, I have not done that." And
Since
Joel-
we're talking about NBA,
Play a lot of games.
NBA ranked.
since we're talking about NBA, can we mention the transformation of Zion Williamson?
That's true. I should have put
Oh,
that
Yeah.
on the sheet.
No,
Oh
he
my
looks
God,
completely
dude.
different. And I
Hey,
Can we
I
talk
want this
about
on-
the?
Insane.
I want this on the record before you guys say anything. I want it on the record. Not buying in. Don't care.
I
He's
think
still gonna play 15 games.
he's gonna suck.
Yep.
I
I
think
mean,
he's gonna.
so.
Remember
So,
that big time-
so statistically, Zion was good last year. He was an efficient player. He was an above average NBA player. But did he do anything exciting, even like remotely close
He
to
doesn't
the
dunk
excitement
anymore.
that he had in college?
He can't
No,
jump.
he's not. He's not an exciting player, but he is still an above average NBA player. Is he a number 1 pick bust? Yes.
Yes.
But is he a good player? Yes.
Well, I don't know.
He-
But
Okay.
He's a good player when he can play. That's the
In
problem.
the current NBA, you have 2 options with Zion. Either he is your point guard. He's like your Ben Simmons,
Yeah.
like point of attack guard who can
That'd
get
be
downhill,
exciting. That'd
or
be
he's your
fucking
center,
crazy.
and he's a 6'6" center. And now that he only weighs 230 or whatever he dropped weight to, he can't guard those guys either. So like,
he's
He can
slim,
shoot.
dude.
He can still shoot too.
Very
he
slim.
cannot shoot.
He can. He'll shoot
At an
the rock
NBA
a
level,
little bit.
he is not
He will
a good
shoot
NBA
it.
shooter.
He'll shoot it if he's wide open.
He's not good at it.
He's just so he's like Russell. He's like a slightly better Russell Westbrook, where
Current
teams will
Russell
leave him.
Westbrook.
Yeah,
He's a slightly better
teams,
current Russell Westbrook.
Teams will leave him wide open on the 3-point line, and he'll make like 30% of them.
He's great
Like,
on the glass. Like he's a fun player, but like the way that they used him, he was either like a putback machine or he has to bring the ball to the court.
I don't know, dude. I guess I was completely zoned out with the NBA offseason this year because I saw a media day picture of Zion and DeJounte. I didn't know DeJounte Murray is on the Pelicans now.
Yeah, the Hawks traded him.
Yeah,
for Dyson Daniels. The
Yeah,
Hawks won that
Jordan
trade.
Poole.
Jordan Poole. Jordan Poole is also on the
And
Pelicans.
Looney. Now they have Looney.
Yeah.
Like Looney's although everywhere like Looney is only good in the Steve Kerr offense.
I don't know what kind of jambalaya they're cooking up down there in New Orleans, but we'll see what happens. Dude.
I think, bro,
some gumbo maybe.
Like the Zion is like, bro, it's so fucking weird. I think the Pelicans are so fucking weird with Zion. Like, and they always have been. They've always
he's impossible to build around.
Well, I mean, let's think about it. Zion is still only what, like 25, 24, 25?
Dude,
yeah, he's still only 25.
Easily 24 still.
Maybe
25.
He's in the same situation as Westbrook, as Ben Simmons in this, like, you have to build your entire scheme around this guy, but when you do that, he's still not like a top 15 guy. Like, as in, like, Wizards Westbrook. Thunder Westbrook was a different animal, but like Wizards Westbrook, Ben Simmons, you have to, your offense needs to revolve around that kind of guy. Russell Westbrook, did he not like average a triple-double with the Wizards?
Mr. Triple-Double, bro.
He led that team to the playoffs. I
remember
him
there was
out.
This was a year ago now. I
Blazers Scottie Pippen.
I fell asleep watching some like highlight video.
Son, Shaquille O'Neal.
Watching a podcast, and I woke up in the middle of the night, and my YouTube was it had recommended on autoplay a 4-hour Russell Westbrook Wizards highlight reel, and I was in like hour 2.
You're telling me there's 4 hours of
a 4-hour Russell Westbrook highlight reel is from the Wizards is on YouTube. So I'm gonna say Georgia covers, and that's kind of where I'm gonna land on that.
Yeah. Georgia
Can
covers.
I just say something?
Yeah.
Can I just say something? I have a statement. I fucking hate Kevin Durant. I fucking hate Kevin Durant.
Let's talk about Kevin Durant.
No, I hate
Let's do it. Come on.
I'm
down to keep this podcast going for at least another hour.
We can do it.
I'm not, because Illinois plays in 15 minutes. You have 10 minutes.
Do you really
Fred
wanna
Van
watch
Vliet
that?
tears his ACL though, so the Rockets don't have a point guard.
Wait, what?
Which Kevin Durant
They
hasn't had a
do,
point
they
guard
do. He did,
in
he tore his
about
ACL.
10 years. So
Katie's running point. That can happen.
God, bro.
no,
Ass.
dude, that means Reed Shepard's gonna have to play.
Yeah.
All I gotta say is if we weren't on the podcast recorded, I would say some things, but I'm not.
Man, Reed.
I'm with
dude.
Lance. I'm with you on KD. Okay.
I
You know
hate
that.
Kevin Durant.
Bro,
I'm with you on KD.
okay. I want to talk about Reed Shepard for a minute.
Okay. Let's do that.
I think he's a lost cause. Unfortunately, I wanted him to be so good in the NBA, and I was.
He's played 1 year.
I don't care. I don't care. He has the best coach in the league, and they gave him a shot, and then
Not really.
they completely threw him in the trash bin.
Here's the thing.
They did not give him any. He was playing a respectable like 20+ minutes a game the first half of the season. They completely threw him in the trash. He was not playing whatsoever. That's got to be a bad sign, because I mean I was so ready to blame a bad system that he was in, and he's in probably like at least top 5 system in the NBA, and I want him to be good so bad, but I don't think it's gonna happen.
Okay, so here's my rebuttal to that.
He can't play defense good enough to Ime Udoka's liking.
Here's my rebuttal. Okay,
Ime Udoka.
in the NBA, you have 9 guys on the Nauru roster at any time that have to play. And, like, the Rockets are already, I think, they were the deepest team in the league last year. Reed Sheppard's going to that team, and he's expected to learn behind these guys because they don't have to put pressure on him immediately to contribute. But when Reed Sheppard, who was the 9th guy for Houston last year, is thrust into a role where he has to be now a starter for a team like this, and he obviously, like, he has the capability to be good. Typically, you see the guys in the NBA at this point are so skilled that they can do that with ease. Like, everyone is good in the NBA. Reed Sheppard is still going to be a very good basketball player.
I'm not saying he's a lost cause, but I'm not saying that he is worth the value of his draft placement.
That draft was so bad, though.
Yeah,
like, who else?
I know it's so bad, but like
they didn't have any other options.
I definitely agree because last year, I mean, okay, yeah, Fred VanVleet's a starter, but then coming off the bench as your backup point guard is Aaron fucking Holiday. And there's no reason for Aaron Holiday to be playing over Reed Sheppard unless, okay,
Trust
Reed
factor.
Sheppard's just not that.
Yeah, there was
whenever the
alarm
Rockets
bells going off.
They were the number 2 seed in the West. I think Ime was just trying to play vets who he trusted, and Reed Sheppard has not.
Ime enjoys
Aaron
40
Holiday?
games. Huh?
Aaron Holiday kind of sucks.
Well,
Not kind of.
But
Who is Aaron Holiday? That's a good question.
Aaron Holiday, dude. I mean,
he defends and he's played in the NBA. Like that's all I think it is. I think the Rockets wanted to play veterans because they wanted to be competitive last year, and they knew that Reed Sheppard could get more. Like he could wait. They had time.
Is Aaron Holiday really changing the Houston Rockets, like the dynamic there, and making them win more games? Like
he's probably just less. He's less volatile. Is probably what the entire issue is. Just like Aaron Holiday is not going to lose you any games. Reed Sheppard, as a rookie, playing the point guard in the NBA, may not be.
Reed Sheppard is not going to live up to his draft placement, and I wish he did.
There's not a single guy in that class
happen.
who will. Yeah. No one was like that draft
that
class was awful.
Horrible.
That's
it was
why
bad,
he was
but
third.
I don't know. I mean, who was the number 1 pick? Was the France guy, right?
Yeah, 1 was Zachary Risacher, who was on the Hawks.
Yeah,
and then 2 was Alex Sarr, who went to the Wizards. Like both Frenchmen.
Yeah, and Stephon Castle ended up winning Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, and he averaged like 12.
And he was terrible. I mean, he wasn't terrible, but he wasn't crazy.
I would not be shocked if he doesn't even start for the Spurs this year because they drafted Dylan Harper. Like they'll start Fox and Harper.
Yeah.
So
I thought they were gonna. I thought they were for sure gonna trade Dylan Harper, and that didn't happen. So we'll see what happens.
Someone just hit another field goal on game day, bro.
Dude, people are sandbagging. I know people are sandbagging on game day now.
Hey,
all right,
that's $300,000, man.
Let's talk about college football. One last game. Jake, this actually before we get into this game, cheapest ticket for Penn State tonight, $755.
Checks out.
$380 for Athens.
Yeah. Watch from home.
$480 for Athens.
You can get in for $38 at Faurot Field at Memorial Stadium in Columbia, Missouri, where the Missouri Tigers, number 20 in the country, will be facing off against the Massachusetts Minutemen.
Hey, you know, Matt was telling me. So I guess it's their homecoming this week.
It is.
So he told me that the tickets were hard to find
for UMass football. This is, by the way,
a couple weeks ago,
a return game from last year, where Mizzou, in the middle of SEC play, traveled to Amherst and played a game at UMass where they thoroughly dominated. The funniest funniest scheduling I've ever seen in college.
I don't know, dude. Oklahoma played Temple in the Eagle Stadium with 10 people there this year.
Well, but that's like a recruiting trip. Like they're going to hit Philly. Who are they getting in Amherst, Massachusetts? Who is Mizzou's target in Amherst?
So here's my philosophy. Okay, I don't want to assume which way the athletic directors of Missouri and UMass swing when it comes sexually, but
where's this going?
There's got to be something going on there. What kind of bribe is going on there? We're gonna schedule UMass and Missouri playing every single year.
It's
in the
just a
near
home and
future?
home. It's a home and home, but why
Oh
did
no,
they go
no.
to UMass?
You're gonna see UMass on the Missouri schedule again next year. I'm calling it right now. I'll predict it right now. There's got to be there's something going on there. How does Missouri just willingly and
Are you
SEC
insinuating that the ADs are having sexual relationships?
I'm not insinuating anything. I said I don't know. I don't know. It's something to
He's just throwing it
ponder,
out
something
there.
to keep
He's doing
in the
what
back
I
of the
did
mind,
earlier.
you know.
He's getting it out there, and if it is true, then he was.
If it comes out, I will go buy thousands of dollars worth of lottery tickets.
So Missouri
What
is at home
what a call.
against Amherst, 44.5 point favorites, and the over/under is 56.5, which is implying that they think the score of that game is going to be 50-6. Which I mean, Missouri's looked really good.
56?
That's the projected score, according to Vegas.
Yeah, I
Hey
mean,
man,
what?
Boca Bueller. Ahmad Hardy, Heisman.
Yeah, that's who
Missouri.
they're talking about. No,
Missouri
you can't
beat
say that though. I mean, they haven't played anyone.
Missouri ended up beating Kansas by
They played Kansas.
what? Two touchdowns.
Two
Kansas
touchdowns.
sucks.
It wasn't and then South Carolina, who is an average SEC team.
Also ass right now. Like they're just not the team they were last year. It doesn't make sense.
Let's see. We've probably got 2 minutes. Is there anything we want to talk about in the NFL?
Can we talk about Pat McAfee jumping off on a Speedo? And we talked about that. Was that last week?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, he was in Miami.
know
He was in Miami.
exactly because he smelled his ball sack.
That's what I was.
remember him
He
saying
what?
at the end.
He
Down.
smelled his sack on live
He
television.
smelled his sack, which is like normal.
How do you even?
Scratch
How,
his
whoa,
nose.
whoa, 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 wait.
Oh no,
I can't bend all the way down there.
no, he was standing up straight.
What? You're tall.
Yeah, that's what I was standing up straight too.
Scratch,
Dude,
he
he scratched
sniffed.
his nuts and then.
Oh, he's got. Oh,
Yeah,
oh,
no,
I
no.
thought you.
Don't do that.
thought you meant
Please don't do that. Please don't do that.
Hey, wait, Graham. Hey, just want to know they're doing game day picks for Illinois and USC right now, and everyone's saying USC. Just saying.
Good.
Yeah, I
like
assumed.
that. I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
NFL wise,
ESPN's a joke though.
Oh yeah, it is. I just thought.
ESPN's a joke.
All right.
Wait. Who's the
Who's the guest
special?
picker?
Yeah. Who's the guest
Is it
picker?
Ron Swanson?
Some. I don't know who he is. That guy.
Is it?
I don't know who that is.
I have no idea
who that is.
Is that Shabuzi?
His name's LeVar.
Is that LeBron James?
His name's LeVar. I don't know
LeVar
who
Ball?
LeVar is.
That's
LeVar
not
something.
LeVar Ball.
That is not LeVar Ball, Jake.
Oh,
No, it
see,
looks like
that's
LeBron
egregious.
James.
It's LeVar Arrington. It's a Penn State guy. He went to Penn State.
Yeah,
Okay, that's a generational L guest picker right there.
They should have got.
Who
okay,
is that?
you have two options.
Who is that, dude?
He was like he was a good. I think he was
linebacker for
a
Penn
lineman. Yeah,
I
lineman.
know, but the special guest picker is supposed to be a celebrity that everyone knows.
No, because Trey Young was ours. It's sometimes an
But
athlete.
that's
and Candace-
Trey Young. Trey Young.
But then- well,
LeVar
Candace,
Arrington was unreal at
Candace
Penn State.
Parker was Tennessee's. It's a fucking WNBA player.
Because it's ESPN. They're all over the. You know what?
Jake is
Yeah,
spinning.
I don't. I'm getting heated, dude. I'm getting heated.
My issue is that it's not an Illinois-related guy. Like, they're at Penn State. Big noon kickoffs at Illinois. That's my fault. I guess, but like, I believe he invented the term sticks. Like, sticks has been a thing at Penn State.
Well,
Like, their
he's been the number 11 before they were all number 11,
Yes,
like Micah
he
Parsons and
invented-
Bill Carter.
Yeah, and like Micah Parsons wore 11.
Yeah, they all went after him. I'm pretty sure his kid's there now too. He has a kid that's also wearing
All right.
11.
We've got 2 minutes.
I
will pick. You guys pick a story.
We are Penn State.
Takes it.
Okay, we won't talk NFL. That's fine. We can.
No. Bring it up.
Okay, you guys get to pick one topic: resurrection of Marvin Harrison, Baltimore, Kansas City on Sunday, or Micah Parsons' revenge game.
Bears.
Pick one.
Micah Parsons gets 3 sacks.
Yeah, Micah Parsons for sure. I could care less about.
Because I'll tell you what,
Kansas City
Marvin
and
Harrison,
Baltimore.
dude, like he got that one catch to seal the game, or to come back, which was good. But like, dude, he
was, like, praying.
he has the yips so bad.
He was praying in the end zone. Well, it looks like he cured the yips in the space. Like, in the span of like a quarter. He was like,
Yeah.
okay, I remember how to play football again.
Yeah,
But
that's
actually-
insane though.
He was awful in the first half and all of last week.
Actually, I do want to talk about KC Baltimore because of how irrelevant it is, if that makes any sense whatsoever.
It's not.
It's pretty
It's not.
contradicting, but
It's
They're
pretty
one-
irrelevant because
Someone's
because
going to be 1-3.
okay, so the only thing that does not make it irrelevant is if Kansas City wins this football game. Like Worthy is going to play supposedly, but he's probably going to be on a snap limit.
Can I
I'm
say
not
that
starting him this week.
Exactly,
Chris
but I mean,
Collinsworth.
like this is not the Kansas City that we're going to see at the end of the season.
What did you just say,
What
Lance?
just happened?
Lance, what
I-
could you say here?
I am praying that Chris Collinsworth loses his vocal box because I cannot hear him talk about Mahomes one more
That's
time.
what
Yeah,
we
no,
should be
that
talking
was
about.
that was
Let's talk
egregious.
about last
That
Sunday
was
night.
egregious.
We should talk
Patrick
about the
Mahomes
Russ
drops
drive.
back. He
We should
throws
talk
it
about
10
Russell
yards
Wilson.
back, and he gets his own fumble. Look at Mahomes.
Mahomes threw like a fucking 6-yard pass, and yeah, no, I remember one of the times it was like,
That was
oh
really
my God, Mahomes! Yeah, no, it was
We
it
were
was bad.
crying. The three of us, Jake, Lance, and I, were like in our group chat, crying, laughing, watching the
Wilson
Oh, the
throws
last
a
drive of the
field
game.
goal.
trying to win that football game.
Russell Wilson hits the goalpost.
Dude,
yeah.
him hitting the crossbar on 4th down might be the funniest thing that's ever happened in football.
Atrocious.
Oh man, I mean Jackson, like Jackson Darts, like he cannot be any worse than that, right?
No.
Like,
Dude,
he
But that's the
cannot be
thing.
any
Like,
worse.
can we talk about this? Russell Wilson, Hall of Fame career, right?
Right.
Yeah,
Right?
probably.
Yeah.
Super Bowl champ.
Dude just doesn't have it anymore. Like, dude, those
No.
balls, he was trying to get everyone killed. I mean, Cam Scatterbo is already mentally like ill. He doesn't have a brain, but like
Two high
elite neighbors.
defenses killed.
Cam
Two high
Scattergo,
defenses killed
he's
Russell.
Nick Dawson.
Shout out Nick Dawson.
Nick Dawson, shout out if you're watching, dude.
Um,
Love you.
the two high defense killed Russell Wilson. Like his career, ever since teams have stopped playing cover 3, like it's been over.
Yeah, Cam Scatterbo's speed running CTE. That's 110%.
Okay,
Like,
don't cancel me
dude.
for this. I've
Oh,
never
no.
listened. I've never
Oh,
heard
no.
Cam Scatterbo talk.
Don't do it.
Does he have a lisp? Does Cam Scatterbo have a lisp?
No,
I wonder.
No, he
Okay.
does not.
He's just like an
Okay,
angry
okay.
white guy. He's just he's like
Okay.
an Italian angry white guy.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, he's Italian. Okay, that makes
I think
makes
he's
sense.
Italian.
That makes sense.
I don't
Okay.
I don't know what the
don't know
origins
what
of
he is.
Scatterbo is.
Like Neanderthal.
All right, I think that's gonna do it for the 5 Out podcast. Like I
That's a
said, like,
fucking
subscribe.
insane
We've
way
gone
to-
completely off the rails today, very off the rails. But maybe that's probably good. That's good podcasting. Links in the description.
Fucking-
Like, comment, subscribe to the YouTube channel.
Me run hard.
We'll do it. We'll see you guys same time next week.